Harvey was such a blessing to our family, and his death has left a tremendous hole in our hearts. Harvey's fingerprints are on my sliding glass door, and his drool stains still show on his crib sheets. Those are the little things that I'm not ready to wash away.
It was supposed to be a normal day. Parents dropped off their children, trusting that they would be safe. But days before his first birthday, one baby never made it home. And now, police say the person entrusted with caring for him admitted to doing the unthinkable. You're watching CrimeScope with Sam. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and click on the like button.
Shannon 1013 in service 1007. Savage Duty Crew, this is your page for a high priority medical at Rocking Horse Ranch, 14859 Louisiana Avenue South, for a 10-month-old baby that's not conscious and not breathing. Time of page is 1011.
Tonight, we're breaking down a case that has shaken an entire community in Minnesota and raised serious questions about trust, childcare safety, and warning signs that may have been missed. Authorities in Savage, Minnesota, say an 18-year-old daycare worker has been arrested after allegedly confessing to intentionally suffocating 2 infants, one of whom later died. The suspect, identified as Thea Ludmia Russell, was taken into custody after a 3-month investigation into the death of 11-month-old Harvey Mucklebust, who died in September, just 5 days before his first birthday. Russell is now facing second-degree murder and multiple felony assault charges. She is currently being held on $3.5 million bail, with her first court appearance scheduled for early February. According to police, the case began on September 22nd, when Russell called 911 from the Rocking Horse Ranch daycare facility to report that a baby was not breathing. Emergency responders rushed to the scene and immediately began life-saving efforts. The infant, later identified as Harvey Mucklebust, was transported to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. At the time, there were no obvious signs of foul play. But investigators quickly discovered that this was not the first alarming incident at the daycare. Just 3 days earlier, police had responded to the same facility after another infant, a 4-month-old baby girl, was found unresponsive with concerning symptoms. That child was breathing by the time officers arrived and was taken to the hospital by her parents. The incident was initially believed to be a medical emergency. No arrest was made. When the baby girl returned to the daycare days later, she reportedly experienced similar symptoms again. This time, police were not called. Then came Harvey's death. That was the moment investigators say everything changed. Savage Police Chief Brady Jewell confirmed that once detectives began reviewing both incidents together, a troubling pattern emerged. One name kept appearing. The same daycare employee had last contact with both infants immediately before each medical emergency. That employee had only been working at the daycare for 3 weeks. That employee was Thea Russell. Police launched a full investigation that would stretch over several months. Detectives conducted dozens of interviews, including daycare staff, parents, medical professionals, and individuals connected to Russell's past. They reviewed surveillance footage, phone records, employment history, and emergency call logs. What they found, police say, raised serious concerns. Investigators say Russell had a documented history of attention-seeking behavior, including multiple false emergency calls, erratic behavior around children, and other troubling incidents that predated her employment at the daycare. As the investigation deepened, detectives brought Russell in for questioning. And that's when police say she confessed. According to authorities, Russell admitted to intentionally suffocating the 2 infants on multiple occasions, describing the actions in detail during police interviews. Chief Jewell said the motivation was not anger, revenge, or personal conflict, but a desire for attention. Police described the confession as detailed and voluntary. This was heartbreaking, Chief Jewell said during a press conference. It has shaken our entire community. Investigators believe the earlier incident involving the 4-month-old girl was also intentional, though that child survived. The third incident, police say, resulted in Harvey's death. Court records show that Russell is now charged with second-degree murder, first-degree felony assault, third-degree felony assault. Each charge carries serious prison time. She remains jailed as the case proceeds. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Department of Human Services took swift action. Just one day after Harvey's death, the agency suspended the daycare's license, citing an imminent risk of harm to children. The facility is now closed. For Harvey's family, the loss is unimaginable. According to his obituary, Harvey was described as joyful, curious, and full of life, a baby who lit up every room with his smile. A GoFundMe campaign created to support the family describes him as pure happiness from the moment he was born. He was 5 days away from turning 1. As news of the arrest spread, parents across the community expressed shock, grief, and anger. Many are now questioning how someone with such a short employment history and a troubling background was able to work in a child care facility at all. Those questions are now at the center of a broader conversation about daycare oversight and child safety. Police emphasized that this investigation is still ongoing. Prosecutors are reviewing evidence and preparing for court proceedings. Additional charges are possible. Officials also stressed that cases like this are rare, but devastating. They urged parents to remain vigilant, ask questions, and report concerns immediately, no matter how small they may seem. As this case moves through the legal system, one thing remains painfully clear. A family trusted a place meant to protect their child. That trust was broken, and a community will never be the same. If this case impacted you, and you want to stay informed as new details emerge, make sure to subscribe and follow for verified updates and in-depth reporting here on CrimeScope with Sam. We'll continue to follow this story closely.